Well, hi, it's Grandpa Ricky, and I am looking for benefactors for my friend Jesse. And Jesse's one of my heroes. Jesse was a little kid. His parents were field workers down in the Central Valley of California, and they were hardworking folks, and they would take him into the fields because they couldn't afford a babysitter, and they felt safer with taking him into the fields. Well, the chemicals in the fields got him into some health problems, and so he was like 5 years old, and they would lock him in their apartment, and then they would go to work. It happens to a lot of kids. And so he basically taught himself how to read, and he became a really, 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 really smart guy. And he went to he did well in school, and he got all kinds of scholarships, and he got a degree in biotech. And one of his professors stole his work and published it under his professor's name. And so he was a little discouraged, and and so what he did was he joined this volunteer organization, America Corps or something, and he went out and he was helping people. He was helping other people who were having a tough time. And he got to the point where he was working in Marin County and Sonoma County in prisons, helping people get ready, to get back into society and get their life going. And he really enjoys helping people. And because he's got such a great mind, he kept, coming up with like health things. He'd see something, he said, hey, your electrolytes are low, or, maybe you want to try this and try this. And so he gets a really dear friend of mine. They become friends, and he decides that he really wants to get into medicine, like into the medicine field. So he goes and he enrolls at Yale University, and he gets his something in nursing, or he starts to. But he finds the people at Yale kind of a little snobbish, because, he's not a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and he was serious about his studies, and they're all having a good time, kind of stuff. And so he got kind of soured from that, and he came back, and now he's figuring out how to get some degree in nursing or something. But he now has decided he'd love to be a doctor. And this guy will be the greatest doctor you've ever seen. And so I decided, and he doesn't know I'm doing this, and if he doesn't like it, I'll take it off the YouTube thing. But it's like I want to donate money, and this Patreon website that Grandpa Ricky's got, it produces a little money. So I'm giving him some of that money to fulfill his dreams of being a doctor. Because the world needs doctors like this guy. He is so smart, you wouldn't believe it. And a nice guy. And he studies and he remembers, and he takes this fact and he combines it with this fact and says, oh, look at this. And he's the kind of guy that we want to support. I want to support, and I hope that you do too. And I don't know how you can, how you can do that, but I have a new hero, and her name is Carla, and she had a benefactor in high school because she was so smart. And then she had another benefactor who helped her all the way through university. And she got a PhD from, Harvard or something like that. And she's a freelance writer right now. And she wrote a great book that I enjoyed, and it's called The Undocumented Americans. And it is like raw stuff. She's a great writer. But like she got her degree because she had a patron. So I invite you to be Jesse's patron or help find him a patron. And, you know, there are folks that can you know, I know 3 billionaires, for God's sakes, and I know many millionaires. Why I know them, I don't know. But yeah, if you can help out, be in touch with me. You'll figure out how to do it. So thanks a lot. Let's help each other, eh? And share what we've got. If you've got money, support Jesse. If you've got stories, make some videos. And the money that's coming in through Patreon, I'm taking some of that, and I'm hiring somebody to make a website and to make some other things that I hope will help out. So, you know, that old, when the hippies were around, they had a saying, and it was, think globally but act locally. And I think a lot of those hippie values are coming back. I laughed this morning because I found myself being interested in sprouting again, and I was sprouting stuff in the 60s. But I think it's a good skill to have because I don't know if the food chain will fall apart or not. So thanks for watching, and, you know, keep on staying calm and carrying on and telling your stories.